Hey guys, we out today doing a bid for a fairly involved project. It's a new construction home. We're going to be bidding the sod installation, final grade, and also the landscaping package, the landscaping portion of it. But in the video, I'm going to show you a deep dive into Moser 2, how I use this product to just really speed up everything about the estimating process, ensure our measurements are accurate, check elevation and grade changes, and I'll also give you some tips and tricks whenever you are bidding these types of projects. So whether you're here on this video because you're into landscaping or you want a deep dive on how Moser 2 works, stay tuned. You're gonna get a lot of good info in this one. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to walk the perimeter of this property, just kind of get my bearings. So not only are we going to be doing the sod here, but we're also going to be taking care of a landscaping package for them. So what I want to do is I'm going to have to be collecting the flower bed measurements separately. And then there is no flower bed framed up on this side. So I'm going to get out my marking paint and create a border right here on what I expect to do. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get out the marking paint. We'll go ahead and frame up a flower bed over here on the left side. Now the right side is so angular that this left side, I really wanted to just kind of give it some soft curves just to kind of soften the house up a little. So to get Moser to turn on, you just give it a spin and then pick a starting point. And here I'm going to start in the corner over here just so I can get my device exactly back into that corner whenever I wrap up the measurement. You can see here that it handles the straight lines and also the curves very, very easily and gives you accurate measurements on all that. Now the right bed over here, it is actually much more angular and you can see that here on the screen. Moser actually gives us a grade here on this right bed, but we're not concerned at all with grade at this point. We've got a lot of work to do to get these beds leveled out the right way. But when we move into the backyard, you can see that there has been a final grade that's already been done by the builder, and that all looks pretty dang good. Okay, so I've got this backyard measured out. The thing that is the most important whenever you're using this is you need to start and finish at a definitive point, okay? Whenever you start, don't lose track of that. Make yourself a little mark in the ground or whatever. That is the most important thing, other than taking your time and making sure that you're getting the most accurate measurements possible. So again, my starting point was right here in this corner. So I know as I'm tracing out the yard, I got to make my way back to that corner and I'll have a super accurate measurement. So I'm putting this under their project onto the backyard main. So now we've measured out each of the flower beds, the full front yard and the backyard. Hey guys, I've been here probably less than 10 minutes. So the phrase like game changer, it gets thrown around an awful lot. And the truth is like most of those claims that, things that claim to be game changers, they're just not. Guys, but this is Moser, it truly is. And if you are a landscaping contractor, I promise this is the way moving forward for measuring your projects. Stop wasting time with a measuring wheel, doing inaccurate measurements, unprofessional presentations to your clients. Like, level up everything. Like, there's literally a discount code that you can use in the description of this video. So get on there, click the link, treat yourself, and get yourself this thing for Christmas, man. So the other thing that I'm going to do here, I'm going to get on a professional mic. I'm going to walk around and I'm going to talk to the client, okay? These folks, they're from out of town. They are trusting us to come up with a good plan for them, and they don't really know what's going on here. So I want to take a very, very thorough video for them. I want to explain exactly what this estimate entails, talk about different areas of the project. I will actually create a YouTube video that is private and unlisted. I'll send them the link, and I can tell you from my experience, homeowners and clients being out of town, they appreciate that more than you could imagine. Hey, Richard and June. Hey, just wanted to touch base with you about your project. I divided the yard measurements up into a front yard, basically even with the corners of the house, everything forward, and then of course backyard, even with the back corner of the house backwards. I'll itemize those two different areas of the yard, but guys do got a sidewalk that's formed up, so that gave me a good idea of what your landscaping would look like on the right side. I went ahead and sketched out a rough idea here on the left side, kind of soften this curve up. So this way, whenever you're kind of looking at the project, at least you kind of have heads or tails of what I'm talking about. So if you will take the time to provide your client with a detailed estimate and a video, I promise whenever you go to bid these big projects, it is a feather in your cap that really, it sets you apart.